of Obama's inability to be president, either because of birth or later renunciation of U.S. citizenship. So we know that Phil Berg is planning big actions now for the springtime. So let's go to Philadelphia and talk to Phil Berg.
Thanks, Webster. Good afternoon. I sent you a message. Please call me afterwards because I got to firm this. People haven't helped me right. We got to firm up the location and date for this march. Let me tell everyone out there, everything I'm talking about here is on ObamaCrimes.com, which is our website. Webster, I've never been so excited in my life. The response we're getting is unbelievable from people across this country. They're waiting me to give the exact date of this march. I've gotten calls from all around this country. I even got a call the other day from a handicapped person who said, I'm coming, get me a parking spot. But even today and yesterday, I got calls from Tea Party people that, number one, someone called from the St. Augustine, Florida Tea Party. They're planning something April 17th, and they want to make sure they have my flyer regarding our march to give out at their function. And I'm getting more calls from more Tea Parties. And also, that's partly, I think, because of what just happened now, this health care bill that went through. 80% of people in the country didn't want it. And even the Attorney General in Virginia alluded to the fact, and then he said, "Oh, I didn't really mean it," but he made a statement that it looks if Obama was born in Kenya and he's not eligible to be president, he can't. This bill that he signed is void or voidable. I guess it would be voidable. And I think that's the issue. I think I'm right. I know I'm right. And right now, since the courts are taking their time, I think that if we work together, we can have the largest march ever in Washington, because the eligibility of Obama is a crucial issue now, because I believe he's not natural born, he's not naturalized, but he's an illegal alien. Therefore, he could not even be a U.S. senator, definitely can't be president, and therefore everything he's touching, everything he's signing would become void or voidable. And that's crucial at this time. This health care bill, which was shoved down the throats of people around this country, and I heard you, I know you've been talking about it. It's amazing when you start looking at some of the provisions. First off, if it's such a good bill, how come Congress and the President have excluded themselves from that? They're not participating in that. Also, did you see the aspect in there? They're calling for, I'm not sure the exact words, but his own military organization is to be created there, which he's talked about before. But that's in that bill. Student loans are in the bill. So many things are in this bill that people don't even know. But the frightening thing, too, is that, if you don't take out this insurance, they can fine you. And if you don't pay the fine, they can put you in jail.
And Phil, can you give us a constitutional opinion? Because I just went through a long thing about, I believe this is unconstitutional, that you're forced for the first time in U.S. history, the federal government forces you to buy a specific product from a private, for-profit, deregulated company, and in other words, the federal government becomes the bill collector for these predatory insurance companies.
And not only that, they're going to hire, with 16, I hear it's down to 20,000 IRS agents to monitor this thing on a monthly basis. I mean, this is Big Brother coming after us. In my opinion, as an attorney now, I believe that this bill, that this new law is unconstitutional. And I think we see that by the attorney generals in various states filing challenges. There's challenges being submitted all around. And when the details come out on this, see, part of this, there are some good things in the bill, okay?
Right.
And that's what they're talking about. But also, they don't tell you the fact that they can start taxing you now, and most of the benefits aren't even going to be available to 2014. That means it's going to take 10 years of taxing to pay for 6 years of benefits. And what really bothers me is the fact that they're going to take $500 billion from Medicare to help pay for this thing. Well, then what happens to all the people in Medicare? Someone's going to have to pay for the increased benefits. They're saying, no, we're going to take the waste out of it. The government doesn't know how to take the waste out of anything. I mean, this bill is outrageous. I think with 80% of the country there, they should join with me. Keep monitoring our website, which is ObamaCrimes.com, ObamaCrimes.com. We're going to demand that we're having people come to Washington, with date to be announced soon, with a copy of their birth certificates. Can you imagine 1 million people standing up and showing their birth certificate and then shouting, Obama, if you can't produce yours, we want you to resign from office? He must show he's constitutionally qualified. He can't be hiding behind these offices. I really think that I'm looking for what's called a massive peaceful revolution. I want peace. I don't want any trouble at all. And I think the American public will turn out for this because they're noticing what Obama is doing. He is really ruining this country. And he just thinks that, if this health care bill was so good, why is he out putting it and talking about it? Because it is no good. He's trying to divert attention, and we have to do what we can. And all of us can do something very peacefully. We can, if you can't make it, tell someone else to come to our march. It'll be in probably the end of May. Watch our website. And Webster, I've never, in all my years of fighting causes, I've never had such a positive response from people sending in their birth certificates already, calling up from all around the country. Someone from Nevada called today. They're going to bring people in. Someone from Texas, they're getting buses ready to come in. I mean, this is crucial now, and more crucial because what I've been fighting now for 20 months, people are realizing, they're opening their eyes to see what was done, and now the word is spreading about the fact, because a lot of people in this country don't know the fact that Obama is not constitutionally eligible to be president. He does not meet the natural-born status. He's a fraud. He's a phony, and we're going to do everything in our power to get him out of office and also then to make this bill, this new law, void.
Very good, Phil. So that you're basically in the final phases of setting this up.
Correct. I sent you an email yesterday. You didn't pick it up yet, but please check for it or call me after the show. Everyone out there, Webster is terrific. He has weekly allowed me to be on this show talking about this issue because there's nothing more important than our U.S. Constitution. And if we take this away, then what's next? As the health care bill takes away some of our rights, you can't have this administration. It's horrific, and we have to do everything in our power for a peaceful revolution. Remember, Nixon went down not on the break-in of Watergate. He went down on the cover-up. Well, we now have Obama in office for 15 months, and what's he doing? He has covered the fact that he's institutionally ill. So if we work together peacefully, we can get the truth out on this country. We're in a constitutional crisis, but we can get through that once we get Obama legally out of office.
I would also point the thing that always seems to me to be very persuasive is the question of the blackmailability of the president. And since he cannot produce...
I think he's being blackmailed already. I mentioned this before because the cabinet that he has and the programs he's promoted are not what he ran on as a candidate of change. I think he's being blackmailed internally in the United States for the cabinet and for the programs, and I think also he's opening himself up for blackmail around the country, and perhaps that's why he really snubbed Netanyahu from Israel, the Prime Minister of Israel, the other day. Israel is something that we both need each other. The United States needs Israel. Israel needs the United States. But Obama snubbed the other day, and that is not good. But the reason is because Obama is a Muslim. He bowed down to the Saudi king, and people just look at what he has done. Look what he's doing. He's destroying this nation. The big thing is that he's constitutionally ineligible to be president, and we're going to do everything we can. Go to ObamaCrimes.com, monitor it. Keep listening to Webster. We'll have all the information shortly. And we want to have the biggest march in the history of Washington, D.C.
Wonderful, Phil. We'll talk to you soon. We'll be back in a minute on World Crisis Radio.